Oh, what a beast. Ooh, wait. Lovely day for it, lovely day. Look at that, the glorious sun out. A bit like playing on one of those grab machines. Welcome back to the channel. It's muck spreading day. If you could help me out and give this video a thumbs up, it would be much appreciated. We've got the new Holland T7.245, which we put onto the AH spreader yesterday, and then just behind me here I've got the Manitou, which I've just got off Dad this morning from the cattle yard, and we've put the Cherry Products muck grab on the front, which is what we're going to be using to load the spreader this morning. First off, we're going to take the New Holland up to the field, and I've got some muck in the yard here which I'm going to spread, but we're going to do that later on because we're going to put that onto pit field. And the first job to do is to get letterbox field muck spread. Good job. We're just going to wait for the air pressure to build up on the air brakes. Mild amount outs on this one, boy. If I make this in around this gateway, I will be very impressed. Nah, we're not going to get in this way. Mission abort, going in a different way. Up she goes, up the hill. Come on, Gil. 250 horse tractor and 20 ton spreader. You got to be careful about how you get them in the field. Get me in the field. We're in the field now, so if I rock on out of here, walk on forward, come on, Gil. Oh, what a beast. Yep, I'll just bring her across this side. Ooh. She's not going to be a clean girl after today. Settled Amy there nicely, I reckon. Putting it up to the heat. And I'm going to need the Manitou now, so we'll just pick this up. And Dad's left her with no fuel. We're going to have to go and fill her up. Oh, there you go. Follow where the T7's been. Oh. Lovely day for it, lovely day. Look at that, the glorious sun out, 10 Celsius, AH spready. There she is. Indicator still on, turn that off. Okay, let's get this loaded up. No time to waste. Yeah.
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future.
That's our first row done. It doesn't look too bad. We want a nice consistent spread of the muck. We don't want any large clumps. We want the muck broken up and distributed evenly across the field. That's the main objective with muck spreading, is you want to get a nice even distribution so that when the muck is then incorporated into the soil, either from cultivating or ploughing, the muck, being phosphorus, is slowly released into the soil, which releases nitrogen. And nitrogen, for those of you guys who aren't from farming, is very important for feeding the soil and for feeding the crops on the farm. She's a good little machine, this Manitou. Lovely little handler. It's a bit like playing on one of those grab machines. You know, when you put a pound into the machine at, I don't know, the beach seaside games, and you go in for a claw, pick up the toy, and then drop it into the bay. It's kind of a similar thing, just with muck, and obviously on a much bigger scale. Another load there, and I want to slow the speed down because whoever's had this last has had it spreading pretty thick, so we want to turn it down. And what this controls here is the chain underneath the muck, so this is what pushes the muck towards the back of the spreader where the augers are. So by adjusting that dial, we've slowed down the speed at which the muck is going to go out, because we don't want all of the muck going out in just one place, if you know what I mean. So we want an even distribution. This is a 15-acre field, this one. We want it nicely evenly spread and all of the muck fairly distributed. I'll tell you what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to start from the other end this time. We'll start from the top end of the field and we'll just see how we get on with distributing the muck at a slower rate. Lower gear, PTO, putting that on, rev up to 1,000. So now out the back, the muck's going out much better. We'll now be able to cover the rest of this field with the muck over there in the Manitou, and I'll be able to finish this off today. This will be today's job. And then there's also a couple of piles at the farm and a pit field which is next door to do as well. So hopefully we'll be able to get that all done by tomorrow. And then tomorrow on Sunday we'll have to get the muck spreader washed off and cleaned off. That's perhaps the less fun part of muck spreading, but you know, it's a job which has to be done. I've also got to cut out the string and the net wrap in the back of the muck spreader, so that's going to be a fun job. Luckily I've got a blowtorch down on the farm I can use to try and get some of the net wrap off. So I'm going to carry on this. It'll be time for lunchtime in a bit. I'll go and get something to eat, get a sandwich or something, and then later on this afternoon I'll try and get the rest of this muck at the back finished off. So I've got to carry on with this work. Thank you very much for watching today's video. The mighty T7 carrying out the task, doing the job nicely with the auto command, doing an absolutely lovely job. Excellent on this spreader, absolutely fantastic.